Welcome to part 8 of our Pokemon White commentary. In this part,
we go to the gym.
I'm going to call what one of the YouTubers I follow, the two best friends, call one of their friends. You are a pie-stealing liar.
Hey, I went to go get an HM right now because I'm using a fighting move against a normal gym, and this was all planned.
It's not even an HM, it's a TM. You liar!
It's a TM in this game?
Yeah!
What?
You're a double pie-stealing liar.
Okay, so it's HM and a Hoenn. Good lord.
Yeah, after Sinnoh, Rock Smash stops becoming an HM and becomes a TM.
Oh,
even though it's literally the worst move.
It really is. It's only 15 power. It's really bad. But as far as what Botta was referring to me lying, we decided not to go to the gym, and instead
didn't you say to me earlier today, April 26, 2016, that you were going to do? This is when I have to mark the videos just in case when people get confused when I say today. But didn't you say this is when you decided you're going to do water monotype?
No, I decided that when I put the cat up. And we decided we were going to go get fighting types in the forest. Except we can't use them because we're doing a water monotype.
And you used Rock Smash on a psychic type.
Hey.
Is that your defense?
It's 100% my defense, and you can't stop it. Just Rock Smash through your mental wall.
It, though.
But what he's referring to is the fact that we planned to come and get fighting types, but we decided to do water monotypes. Therefore, we just grind for a bit.
Now I'm reminded of the charades that they did at Smash Summit, and Mewtwo King doing the misfire.
Where's the misfire come from?
Because I thought you said something related to Smash, and I was just like...
Misfire?
Misfire.
Or the real life Cloud Fair?
The real life Cloud Fair. No, the real life Cloud Nair.
No, it was a fair.
No, I'm talking about if they had to do the Nair.
Oh yeah, that'd be something interesting within itself too. There's an item hidden
earlier today, I was checking, and Leffen's getting blasted again. And someone mentioned that one of the guys had a Vincent Van Gogh painting shirt, and one of the other guys in the conversation mentioned that Neil deGrasse Tyson had it, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson got pulled into a Smash conversation. It was a weird moment in life. Very weird. Also, Cottony. It's a grass Pokemon.
It is literally a fluffy piece of cotton.
Exactly.
And it uses Leech Seed on me.
And now I'm reminded of when you said you were going to do grass monotype, and I just said no.
Not today. At this point, I kind of ponder. I ponder whether I should keep going with the water type, and then I decide, no. Triangle systems. Don't fight them.
There was something earlier that I saw today that also mentioned Pokken. When you get down to it, Pokken's a terrible fighting game. I was just like, yeah, you're kind of right.
You're very right. I think majority of fighting games are bad. There's a lot of just
because.
No, I mean not only my view of fighting games, but a lot of mechanics just don't make sense. There are a lot of good mechanics in fighting games, but there's also a lot of bad ones. And I think you can agree with that to an extent. There is a lot of bad ones. What
are you gonna list off? You gotta give me examples when you say a lot of bad stuff.
Combo breaker. It's a really bad one. You don't agree with that?
You got it. I don't agree with that. You have to input it. And if you fail in the input, you essentially can't do it until that person finishes their combo.
I don't like when people can just break out of combos, though. If
You
you're
have
doing
to time it correctly, though.
yeah, but
Like, the whole entire
timing,
point is that you could fail it, and you get it comboed, and you could go for a longer combo.
yeah, but to the extent of the timing, it'd be okay if the timing was frame perfect. But the timing is so lenient for most
You do,
moves.
if I'm right, some of them you have to do. You have to be frame perfect.
Yeah, but very rarely, and depending on what games you're playing as well. I don't know. I just don't like combo breaks. I don't like anything that. I don't like momentum changes.
You might be talking about combo breakers in like Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which are awful.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's because Mortal Kombat Armageddon is just an awful fighting game in general.
I would disagree with that to an extent. It's one of my favorite Mortal Kombats, even though people hate it. I just don't like that mechanic. I like the weapon switching. I like the 3D fights. I don't like the 2D fighters.
Been done better in Deception and Deadly Alliance.
But that's not Mortal Kombat though.
Yes, it is. Mortal Kombat Deception, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Oh, well. I sound dumb.
You got told.
When you said Deadly Alliance, I thought like Dead Space. So I was thinking Alien, like fighting game. Wow. I'm gonna play Rivals of Aether.
You thought of Dead Space?
I heard Dead.
The video game series? The video game series?
Yeah.
I used to I didn't play Dead Space 1, but again, let's talk about when we were younger. One of our other friends, you want me to mention his name? Like,
I don't know what you're referring to.
I bought Dead Space from the Bird.
What?
You want me to?
I don't think it makes a difference, man.
Okay, I was just making sure. When I was younger, I bought Dead Space 2, a limited edition from one of our other friends, Danny Bird, and that's what got me into Dead Space. And then I bought the limited edition of Dead Space 3.
He's the one that actually gave me my Kingdom Hearts copy when I got my PS2. I played it as a child, but it wasn't the one I owned. I ever owned a PS2 until actually last summer.
I was say I also gave him my copy of 358 Days over two.
You gave him your copy?
Yeah.
I bet he didn't play it.
It's not really a good Kingdom Hearts game.
It is good.
It's best played multiplayer.
Yes. Yes. Have you ever actually played the multiplayer with somebody?
It's the same problem. It's the same problem with Peace Walker. Peace Walker, it needs to be multiplayer for you to get enjoyment.
Have you ever actually played the multiplayer in 358?
No.
Oh my god, it's so fun. Literally, you can either do it co-op or you can do like battle mode and fight people while you're going. It's so.
That's because when you play the online mode, essentially all the enemies' health get scaled, and they're not fun to fight anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I love 358/2 Days. It was great. And you know, despite the fact people hate, I don't like the way the missions are carried out. The idea of missions was bad, but the story itself is still good. I think the story is good.
I disagree with you. I just feel it's just a bunch of just pandering about. Nothing happens until the end.
Well, you got to take into account it's not a great time span of events happening, and not all of it's real. So you got to kind of cut out the minor details that are part of the missions that don't really matter, and look.
No, I'm talking about the whole story.
Yeah, I'm looking.
happens.
I'm looking at the big picture of the story, which is great.
I am too. Nothing happens.
I disagree with that. A lot happens. The identity behind nobodies are defined. What goes on inside Roxas' mind is defined. The people that make up Sora's memories are defined. Kingdom Hearts itself, the plot behind it, is defined. There's so much.
And I counter that by saying we get the character of Zion. Zion, whatever.
God, your pronunciations.
Don't care for that character.
I actually really like Xion.
Well, I was thinking of The Matrix, and that's spelled with a Z. The place they talk about in The Matrix, Zion.
Oh yeah, I can see what you're saying there. But I actually really like Xion. She was a creative character in my mind. She's not really Kyrie's nobody, even though her design is based off Kyrie. Because Naminé is Kyrie's
She
nobody.
exists just to be a plot device.
No. Yes and no. She is a plot device within a plot device. The plot device she is the fact that she is created solely to make hearts. She is a clone of Roxas. But I wouldn't call her a plot device simply to the story of the game.
Plot device. That's the only reason why we have that character.
But she's really cool though. Like her Keyblade, you know, the scene where it's called a sham, her and Axel's fight. Dude, they also introduce a lot about Axel. Meanwhile, right here.
You boxed a man in. Terrible person, you.
But I really like Shion. The only time it really caught me off guard is the final boss 358/2 days, where her face turns to like the mix of Sora's and the guy from Birth by Sleep, and it just caught me so
Ventus?
off guard. Yeah, no, not Ventus. The bad guy who has Sora's face in Birth by Sleep. I don't remember the name exactly.
Evil Sora is how I'm going to refer to him as.
Yeah, and it just caught me completely off guard. And
It's the fact that we have essentially 5 of the same character running about.
to an extent, yeah.
That is the part that gets me. We have 5 of the same character. Like, my whole entire problem with Kingdom Hearts is that Sora is just, to me, not an interesting character. I prefer Riku's half of the story.
I like Roxas. Roxas and Vin. I love Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep is amazing.
I prefer Riku, because at least with Riku, you have the story of redemption from him going to the darkness and then him coming back and saying, okay, I can use the power of dark, but I'm not going to let the darkness take over me. I'm going to use it for my own good.
But he's based off Terra, though.
Yeah, but it's still better than Terra. I don't care for Terra. He's an idiot who just lets people push him around.
To an extent, yeah.
He looks at Maleficent and essentially says... He looks at Maleficent and says, this is a good person whose name is Maleficent.
That's true.
Oh.
Oh man, he's
But I
random
digress. But I digress.
But hey, as far as this goes, now we're about to reach Pinwheel Forest, and we're going to go in here to not catch fighting types. Let me make that my own.
Or bug types.
Not catch fighting or bug types, even though that was the original plan, because I totally didn't forget I didn't do the gym. No, I didn't forget.
You can't even go anywhere until you beat the gym.
I literally forgot I didn't fight the gym leader. I just continued anyways.
And on that note, that ends part 8 of our Pokemon White commentary. We'll see you again when we take on the gym. Hopefully.